Welcome back to Dubsy Bricks for another episode of Building Gotham City in Lego. And as you can see, we've got the Falcone warehouse here in front, and I'm going to be working on this building this week. Last week I worked on the GCPD and I made it that a little bit bigger due to the fact that we are going to have a bigger area for our city, and I want to do the same with the Falcone warehouse and the docks area. At the present, Ace Chemicals goes to the side here, and there are some containers which go in front of it. However, this building doesn't look anything like I originally visualised. There was a lot more buildings either side of it, on top of it, and I just want to go back to that original feel with the build. So first of all, I'm going to make one larger mills plate and then move this build onto there, and then I can start making the other builds and extend the size of this warehouse. And that's the Falcone warehouse on the new base plate, and I've opted for two of the 48 by 48s. This whole section just here, this was what I previously had on in front of the Falcone warehouse and Ace Chemicals, hence the little pipe coming out from here with the green spill on there. So the Ace Chemicals will not be at this moment in time by the side of the Falcone warehouse. I will decide on that further on down the line once I've actually set the new city up. But what I need to be doing now is build the mills plate in both corners, and then I can start building the structures which can go either side of this warehouse. This actual section here is going to stay exactly as it was previously, but the part on the top, that bit I am looking to potentially change. Anyway, let's carry on building the plates up and see what we come up with. And that's the mills plate all built up on both corners, so it's all the same height now. And as you can see, I've started on the fascia of this building on the right hand side here. I've used some of the modified bricks in between the masonry bricks. I think it gives it quite a nice effect. And on the other side here, I've gone for just the masonry bricks to start with. And all I need to do is pull these plates up and put a runner in so I can have a big garage door on there. I'm going to go for a similar design as this with the runner, one plate lower, brick built, and then it just slides out. So there'll be two doors that'll slide either side of the wall there. So once I pull the plates up, what I'll do, I'll tile all the floor off and then start building the brickwork all the way around for that warehouse. And that's the next warehouse all sorted out. Just need to do the doors on there. And I was going to do this style one down on this end, but I thought it would look better on this end here. And I've removed the stairs that were at the side of the Falcone warehouse just there. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about how people get up to the top section just yet. Whether or not I put it behind the building I'm going to be doing here, or if I put some stairs going up there. So I just need to make that decision. But first thing I'm going to do is sort the roof section out on here and decide whether or not I'm going to put the original building, which is just there, back on top of it or not. I'm going to have the runner for the cranes going all the way across here and all the way down to the very end there. So again, it's just something I need to work out exactly how I want it to look. But let's have a think about it, and then we can carry on building. And there is the crane in place and the start of the runner. That will go a little bit further along to around about here. Now, I do want to put another building, as I mentioned, in this section just here. However, I can't find any bricks at the moment that are the right colour, that look right, that go well with these other two warehouses that I've put there. So I'm going to hold fire on building that for the time being, as I don't want to build something and then knock it down. And the same for the building that's going to be going on the top here. Again, I'm struggling to find the bricks due to a lot of it all still being packed up. One thing I do want to work on is this crane just here. This is the one that I made originally. It's very rough in design. It was just a prototype, so to speak. So I'm going to concentrate on that bit next. One other thing I have added are these little pillars along the bottom of the waterfront here. And that's just using a 1x1 cylinder and then this rounded piece on the top of it. But really happy with the look that that gives. So anyway, let's take this crane part away. Let's see what we can come up with as a better design. And there's a little bit more progress made on the crane just there. And as you can see, it's got a cab on there. I haven't put any controls or a seat or anything like that in there. And I still need to do the connection and the mechanism on there, which is going to have the hook on there. But I need to find that out from the train set that I purchased. I'm not sure which box that's in, but I'm sure we'll come across it. But yeah, a lot happy with this bottom section, a lot tidier. These grey bricks here, they're the ones, the modified bricks, as you can see, where it enables you to slide the plate along there. Would like to get some of those in either black or dark bluish grey. I think that would look a little bit tidier. But all in all, a lot happier with how this dock section is coming on. But it will be nice once I can put a bit more building on the top here and that section just there. And there is the next building on the docks area. Not 100% convinced on it, but it's given me a good starting point, so I'm happy to leave that as it is for the time being. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to continue to do the route all the way across the top here, put the pillar in there that's going to be the support structure, and then finish tiling off the floor just down here and see how the docks now looks. And there's the crane rail all in place. As you can see, supported on the end just there by the single pillar. And really happy with how that's coming along and how it's looking. I am wondering whether or not I should change out the light bluish grey tile on there, because I do feel like it blends into the building a little bit. But I'll have a good think about that. I will be tiling along the top of it as well, so whether or not that adds a little bit of variety to it, I'm not sure. I can't wait to start doing the work on the top of the building here as well. Needs a lot of work on there. However, I do need to find out or get a load more bricks in order to do that. Look what sort of design I also want to have on the top. With the building here, I will be putting some steps that will go up to the top section just here, hence the gap that I've left between there being quite wide. But again, I will need to strip that wall down a little bit to get it put in place. But before I do that, I just want to make sure I know exactly what I'm going to be doing on the top of there. I'm loving how this is all tiled now. Getting rid of the multicoloured filler plate is so satisfying when you see it disappear. And I'm really happy of how these little details are coming along. It's so nice to put the finer details into the build on here. I can't wait to get this building put into the Lego City once we get the Lego room all set up, because this is going to give me a good idea of scale and how I'm going to be going forward with the rest of the city. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Hope you've enjoyed the update. If you have, please remember to give us a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help the channel to grow and for other people to find the channel. And if you know anybody else you think they'll be interested in building Gotham or building Mandalore, if you could share the channel with them, it'd be much appreciated. Anyway, thanks for popping on by, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.